Hi, today is Sunday, January 28th, 2024. Yes, I am in Korea. I happen to be in the city of Daegu, South Korea. I came here for a week on the way from Bangkok to Los Angeles, and it's been a week, and I'm leaving tomorrow morning for Los Angeles. I'm staying with a friend who lives in Daegu, and today we came to this street market to have some snack, to have something that I used to enjoy as a little boy in Korea. I understand this is the largest market here in the city. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna walk through, see what they have, and I'm here primarily for sundae and tteokbokki, but if they have other things appetizing, I might have some of those as well. Okay, it looks like we passed some donuts, and these are Korean crackers, rice crackers. Okay. Whenever I come to Daegu, I'm reminded of an old friend who actually founded an English language village right here in Daegu and spent a number of years here. He told me that when he came to Daegu, he lost a lot of weight, and I had to ask him, "Hey Rob, how come you lost weight in Korea? Did you not like Korean food?" And he told me that, "Oh yeah, I loved Korean food, but the food is so lean, I kept losing weight anyway." And he told me that he was eating more in Korea than he did in the States, and he was an American guy, a white guy. And I thought about that, and I think he's right. Korean food is lean. Of course, in the old days, they had very little meat, and the way they cooked they were mostly either boiled or steamed, because cooking oil was a precious commodity back then, and people either didn't have access or couldn't afford them. But they had plenty of water, so they boiled and steamed food, and that turned out to be a healthy way of preparing food. Occasionally I see people that say, "Oh, Korean food is good, but it's not crispy enough, and it's too mushy," and that's because they're not deep fried. You deep fry food to make them crispy, but once you're accustomed to eating, boiled and steamed food, it is good. I mean, I like the texture the way it is. So yeah, let's see what they have. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty big market. Okay, they have these plastic curtains because it's winter, just to keep the heat inside. In the summer, they don't have these. Okay, this is a typical bibimbap place, and it's a typical Korean, Korean dish, Korean vegetables. They're all either steamed or boiled, and there's nothing fried. There's practically no oil used in any of this stuff. So yeah. I'm also reminded of another co-worker from Seoul when I was working in Seoul, an American lady. Once one of the Korean co-workers had brought in a birthday cake, and after taking a bite off her slice, she said, "Oh, this isn't a cake, this is bread." And okay. And what she meant by that, of course, is that it wasn't sweet enough. But to a typical Korean palate, it was certainly sweet enough. So yeah, there's very little fat, very little sugar in most Korean dishes. And yeah, over my lifetime, I've been told countless times that I eat too much, and when I'm eating Korean food. And some people are just amazed that I don't gain enough weight compared to how much I eat. And I believe the secret is Korean food. Of course, I'm not a nutritionist or a dietitian. Now, I'm not qualified to discuss the nutritional value of these dishes, but based on my lifelong addiction to Korean food and observing other Korean food lovers and just Korean food consumption by many people over half a century, I believe the correlation between Korean food consumption and weight loss, or at least weight maintenance, is so high that I can't dismiss it as a coincidence. Of course, that correlation doesn't establish causality, but from the high correlation and knowing what we know about the effects of sugar and fat, I believe there is a basis for establishing a causal relationship. You know what's interesting? I must have passed at least 1,000 people, maybe several thousand people in this market already. I haven't seen a single foreigner. I haven't heard any other language being spoken other than Korean, even English, other than me, of course. So, which is completely different from last week when I was in Thailand. And in Bangkok and Pattaya, in many of these places, I would see over half of the people, foreigners. And it was very common to hear, 5 different languages being spoken. But here, as you can see, I don't see any foreign faces. Okay. And one more point about Korean food. I don't think, Korea has, it's one of the longest lifespan in the world. I think Korea is tied with a handful of countries for first place, the longest lifespan in the world. And that is not unrelated to the consumption of Korean food, this very lean food. So, that is my thought for today. So I'm going to have some tteokbokki and sundae now and become a weight loser. Yeah, so after that I'm going to go home and pack up for my flight to Los Angeles tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll probably see you next week. Bye-bye.